A lot of movie studios saw the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and wanted to try and make some of that money printing magic with their own cinematic universe. You got the forever rebooting and mixed reception of the DCEU, and the failed to take off Dark Universe Cinematic Universe, or Dooku. But there is another one, and this one is still very young. It is in its first phase, if you will, and it might never leave this phase since it only gets added to 1 month out of the year. And even though Marvel and Disney have pushed to make the MCU more of a girl brand to absolutely nobody's delight, this universe is actually one for the ladies. I'm, of course, talking about the Netflix Cinematic Christmas Universe. So, in case you aren't aware, every December, Netflix puts out a number of cheesy Hallmark level Christmas movies. And if you aren't comatose by them within the first 10 minutes, you will occasionally see or hear something that will loosely connect a number of these movies to be in the same cinematic universe. For example, you have the series of movies about a princess switching places with a lookalike normal girl, and the kingdom or country the prince is a part of is called Belgravia. Meanwhile, another trilogy in another made a kingdom about a normal woman's relationship with a Christmas prince. They will casually mention Belgravia at some point in the conversation, thus making it a part of the same universe. Saying a country or kingdom's name is the main way that these movies are tied together, honestly, with the rare showing up of characters from a different movie or series showing up as like a little cameo. But wait, this cinematic universe isn't just throwaway lines and loose connections. Just like the MCU, the NCCU has multiverses. Yep, there's an intricate web of different universes throughout the new QCCU. But instead of Benedict Cumberbatch occasionally doing his smart voice to tell you all about it and how it works, you kind of have to piece it together yourself based on things you see in the background. 90% of the time, the thing in the background being a TV playing a different Netflix Christmas movie. It's not just advertising for their own stuff, I swear. It's all multiverses. It's like a little window into one of the other universes. You can piece together through these little clues which universe the movie is in and about how many different ones there are. Whether you generally love cheesy, unoriginal, sometimes cringe, cheap holiday romance movies, your significant other forces you to watch them, or you just are out of stuff to watch for the holidays, looking for these little clues and connections to make your own interpretation of the universe being built can be a fun little game to elevate or make the watching experience more bearable. Some actresses are even multiple characters and in multiple universes. Like, I think there are like 4 different Vanessa Hudgens. Lindsay Lohan seems to be a cross-dimensional being, or is just like in her own universe made up of nothing but other Lindsay Lohans trying to act like a young woman and doing Disney Channel level physical comedy. I'm personally just waiting for the Avengers level team up movie where all the royalty people and they're not royal significant others travel to a different universe to save that universe's Santa and small winter towns from a Christmas disaster, only to have like the army of Lindsay Lohans arrive at the last minute to fight a character swapping Vanessa Hudgens as kind of like a who was the best Disney kid battle. All this in order to distract the cops or something, while the strong, independent turned cozy small villager women sneak into the station to free Kurt Russell's Santa Claus from the Christmas Chronicles. The twist being that he is the only Santa and actually takes care of all the universes, making him the single thread that ties the multiverse together. And that's why it's only able to be accessed around Christmas time, like Christmas movies. I mean, if that doesn't win an Oscar, I don't know what will. Well, maybe it won't actually because of some of the quality of these shoestring budget movies that are not great. But anyone who has ever seen a Hallmark Christmas movie knows what to expect, and some argue that is part of their charm. I will say the downhill quality of a lot of modern day shows and movies today have elevated some of these dime a dozen holiday slop fests for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still range from kill me now to, oh, there was a different idea explored there, and a few good jokes. And recently I found that when one of them gets some sort of magical element introduced, like time travel, they tend to hold the rules and mechanics for it in a much tighter leash than some modern day entertainment like Arcane Season 2. My opinion on that show is not something I'm ready to make a video about and get royally roasted on. Also, that clip example was from a Hallmark movie and not Netflix one, but you can find it on Netflix, and Hallmark seems to be starting their own little reference all their other movies thing going on, so I'm going to count it. The main point is with the streaming services shoveling out all these small budgets to make these little Christmas holiday movies, you occasionally do get a clever and do something a little different moments. So if you're one of the 4% of the women that watch this channel, you got plenty of cheesy Christmas movies to watch now, and a promising future to come. If you're a man in a relationship, then man up and watch these with your ladies. Turn your brain off and look for those cinematic universe tie-ins. If you're a single man, then go enjoy Die Hard, old Doctor Who Christmas episodes, Lord of the Rings, because the Christmas releases, Harry Potter, and any other movies that have vaguely mentioned or connected to Christmas, so it counts. I will be here, sitting next to Chauncey, watching Netflix, secretly wishing I was with you, but occasionally watching a tolerable addition to the Netflix cinematic Christmas universe.